Hello, Jason here. Today is May 21st, and this is your aftermarket update. So I want to go through the OTG trade of the day here with you. We'll talk a little bit about your trade plan, and then I will let you watch the OTG trade of the day. The OTG trade of the day was 151 ticks. We were fortunate enough to be able to add to our position today, and it ended up being a very nice day here. So let's first of all let's highlight an area here on the chart. So you grab this, and I'm going to highlight this area right here. And so what you'll notice is that, sorry, let me get this moved over just a little bit. So what you'll notice here is that you have two chart markers, and I put these markers on the chart that correspond 933 and then again at 934. You look at your trade plan, there's your 934 long, and back up here you had your 933 a.m. long. So as we broke through today, this minor rather, let me just, as we broke through this minor resistance right here, and then we came up to this high right here. This was also a trade plan setup for us. So we were looking at the 20 level here, the 60-20 to be the sweet spot. We did go 20 ticks above that. In fact, we went 22 ticks up to 60-42, came back down into the sweet spot down here at 20, and then we lifted off of that. This is also a trade plan setup. So if you go here and you look at where it says rules for OTG support and resistance entries, the first time touch of these levels, and I did actually get short here and get stopped out for a small stop here today. But once we got through that, and again, we said short or long, it requires a 20-tick move away from that level to either get long again or to short the level on a break. And so in this case, the market moved up 20 ticks past the sweet spot here at 60-20. It moved up 22 ticks to the high at 42, came back down, and I get long, and this is the OTG trade of the day, I get long at 21, knowing that this was 25. At 8 to 9 minutes later, we were expecting a time frame for the market to move. And again, that was indicated here on the times. On your trade plan, there is 934. And up here is your 933. So we were expecting this to occur at that time frame. We had a nice support level here that corresponded with our trade plan as well. And we took this move all the way up into the target. So again, I took, what I did is I had 4 lots at 60-21 long. I took 2 off at 36, 15 ticks. I added 1 at 44, and then we rode all 3 of those contracts up to our target at the 60-69 level. So again, a very nice trade, all again according to the trading plan. The trading plan is put together and developed and put out each evening at around just before 9:30 p.m. Central Time. And so all of these times and all of this information is available to you well in advance of the session. One other thing I wanted to mention here before I let you watch the OTG Trade of the Day video is when I have this file editor open here, I want you to notice that you can see up here that your chart trader button is active right up here. All right. And so when I go through and I reload the Ninja script here, I want you to watch what happens. That button goes away. All right. So the chart trader, when I refresh my chart here, the chart trader button disappears. So you're going to see that actually happen in the video here. So you're going to see me get in. You're going to hear me talk about it. I'm going to make a note on the trade of the day video for you. But just understand that the reason you don't see it on my chart immediately is because I had done some work to the chart, reloaded the Ninja script, and then my chart trader button disappeared. And I didn't catch that until I was about 10 minutes into the trade, maybe a little bit longer than that. But anyway, you'll see the chart trader. I'll turn it back on, and then you'll see the conclusion of this trade. Trade did last about 37 minutes. It is 151 ticks. It was a very nice trade as we finished up. That was my last trade of the day also, by the way, and that is the way that we ended the day is on that OTG trade of the day. So again, I'll stop talking now and let you go right into the OTG trade of the day. Back down to this 20 level. All right. I'm going to put in long right here at 21.20. This is part of your trade plan here. My stop is going to be 10 ticks to 10. This is off of your support level here. This held earlier. And again, this is part of your plan here for sure. I'm in right here. Stop is at 10. And we'd be looking to get up to 16. Sorry, 36. 36. This is a bounce off of your support level. We'll see what happens here. 10. It's stop is actually 11. Stop is at 11 here. So 10 ticks on the stop. This is support here. This is part of your OTG plan, right? When you get above a support zone by 20 ticks or more, you look for it to come back and touch that area. We'll see what happens here. First target 36 up here. First target 36. We get to break even if we go to get to 31. You do have a nice iceberg order here at 23. We just pushed through it, unfortunately, here, but you've got it back here at 22 again. Well, we need to get up through this 24, 25. At 934 and 933 is a projected time frame long here. At 934, 933, I'd like to be in this thing, moving up into that time frame. If it gets to 30, I'm going to go to break even. There's 28, 29. We get to 30, I'm going to break even. Okay, I'm at break even now. First target is up there at 36. Okay, first target is 36. There's 34, 35, first target. We're going to go 22 on the stop here. There's 34, 35, get through 36. We hit 36. Okay, you got your first 15 ticks off the chart. You got 2 now remaining. Okay, now we're looking. All right, next target. You know what? Oh, crud. When I hit the refresh button, my apologies, guys. There it is. All right, sorry. When I hit the refresh button, it takes my chart trader off. There's your chart. There you go. The target, the final, we're moving these targets up to 69. I'm moving these final 2 targets up to 69 up here. Okay, moving these final 2 targets up to 69. All right, so we got 2 off at 15, and now we'll see if we can get this thing to run for us here. Final 2 targets up there at 69. Now, at 933 and 934, That is where your trade plan longs are at this point. That's where your trade plan long is, 933 and 934. So I'm going to be looking at that trade plan. We may look to add. That's in 4 minutes. I may be looking to add, right? I may be looking to add. I'm at 23 on the trail stop now. I'm at 23 on the trail stop. Next target up there, 69. Next target up there at 69. Yeah, 48 up there, or 51. Yeah, that would be about par for the course. It could go to, it may just go to 48 up there, right? Stop here is 22. Stop here is 22, 60, 70.5 in 60 area on the 60-minute chart. Okay, cool. Thank you. And that's at 60 area up there. Okay, awesome. Thank you for that. Thanks for sharing that. I appreciate it. Keep us. Let's see here. Here's your 60-minute chart. All right, so let's just see. Measuring from here to here gives you 59. If you pulled it back to this bigger swing, you'd be up there around 35. But this is where Dan is measuring on your 60-minute chart. Thank you, Dan. Get you up there around that 59 area. Well, I need to hit snap mode to bar and price. Yeah, 60 up there. So just understand, and that's what Dan's referring to, by the way. So understand that that's up there. See if we can pop through this high up here at 42. As I look up the chart, you have 100 limit order short at 40 right now. 100 limit order short at 40 here. $86 now. $22 is the stop. Okay, so in case you were wondering why we did what we did, here is your trade plan, right? Okay, best use. Once the level has been touched, short or long, it requires a 20 tick move away from that level to get long again or to short that level on a break. So it went from 20, we got stopped out, up to 42, right? And then when it came back down to 20, that's 20 tick, move away from the level, and then I got long off of it again at 20. Now, at 33 and 34, which is at the open of the next bar, we have a projected time frame move to the long side. I am going to add one at the new high at 43. I'm going to add one at the new high at 43 and try to carry that up to 69. So it's at the open of the next bar. So if we break the high, great. Here now, or if we do it at it's the next. I've got two time frames, two time frame potential longs coming up here. Whoops. And it's at the close of this bar, or sorry, it's at the open. This is 33. It was at the open of this bar, right? Was the potential long time frame. I'm expecting a long to push up here, and we'll see if we can get through the high up here. I'm going to add one at the new high at 43, and then the next bar, same thing. Okay, next bar, open of the next bar. you have a long as well. So they're both right here in this area. Okay, so we'll see. This is where we are expecting. It's these two time frames where we are expecting a move topside here. Again, it's more about time than it is direction. Hopefully our direction will work out as well. But it is more about time than it is direction. So we are moving here out of this time frame. Unfortunately, it's not to the long side, but at this point it's no harm, no foul at the moment, right? At this point, it's no harm, no foul. 122 limit order short at 34 up there. And we are trying to get through 34. We had 39. You still have 82 on the limit order short up there. Iceberg at 40, okay. 125 now at 34 short. We'll see if we could fight through those orders there. Okay, we did get through. We had 93 hit the offer up there at 34. That's a good sign. And I will look to add one at 43. We're going to try to carry this up to 69 on a 3-lot. If it'll do it. Speaking of 69, there's an iceberg. We had 35. We just had 50 hit the offer at 35. Can't get through it. Should start to pick up the pace here for the next 30 minutes into the 10:07 a.m. time frame. $108 limit order short now at 34. So there is pressure here on the downside right now. There is pressure to the downside here for sure. There is definitely pressure to the downside. I'm going to bring this trail stop to 19 here, okay? So that's a 2-tick stop. I'm going to bring the trail stop down to 19 because I want to get underneath the support that is there at 20. We hit 20 previously, a double bottom. Yeah, you know what? Go ahead and bring it to break even. Break even on the stop. Just bring it to break even. There's 34. The problem I'm having right now, and the reason I'm being a little bit wishy-washy, is we're having a hard time getting through this 34, although we just did right there, which is nice. I'm going to add one at 43. So this is 2 time frames. This is generally strong in terms of movement. 2 time frames, or 2 different studies getting you projecting a move at this time of day. And the projection is to the long side. That is the probability is that it's going to move long. But we'll see. You've got an iceberg order here at 34. You've got more resting orders long than you do short. Not by a long shot, but it still is. It's still in our favor here. You've got the volume delta beginning to close the gap now to the long side, even though there's been more shorts overall here. All right, we're just being patient here. You know where my targets are. My stops at break even. I'm going to add one at 43, and we're looking to carry this on up to the next step in the ladder, which is the break point up there at 69. 69 is the next step on the ladder. Daily revision target up there at 48. I am a little concerned by that. This is your market maker levels. These are your market maker levels. All right, we need to get through that 35, 36. You've got a nice iceberg here, long at 34. We just pushed through it. You had 63 hit the bid. Who has, does anybody have anything at that 63 level? I don't show anything on my charts. Value area high right now is 23 is the value area high. Anybody have anything at 36 that they see? I don't show anything here, but there may be. I don't have moving averages and things of that nature on my chart. So maybe there's some moving averages somebody sees that we're running into. Okay, there's 36, 37. We'll see what happens up here at 40. $64 hit the offer at 37. We're trying to push up through it. 43, I'm going to add one at 43. And this is the time frame. We are moving up. I'm expecting us to continue a push to the long side until 10:07. Then we'll come down into 10, and then we'll go back up into 10:19. You've got a double top on the 1 minute up there at 40. Those iceberg orders still there at 40, Kareem, did you see? Wow, you have a ton of orders. I'm in, by the way. That brings my trail stop to 29 here. And where did we hit? 45. Target here, 69 is your final target. I do not like that huge stack of orders above us, though. I do not like that huge stack of orders. Stop is at 30 right now. There is a tremendous number of orders above us here trying to keep the lid on it. I don't like that. We've got a new revision signal and a revision target up at 69. I do like that. So there's 43, 44. We were going to have our work cut out for us to get up through 50, 51. That's funny, Stephen. We're going to have our work cut out for us to get up through 110, limit order short or long rather at 31 down here. Let's see if we can push up through this. I'd like to close above the revision signal. We just hit that. That's your market maker level at 38. I'd like to stay above that, of course, as Captain Obvious. You've got a ton of orders up ahead of us here. We'll see if we've got the gusto to get through it. We got to get target up there is 69 right now. Your target is 69. And this was the time frame for the long. All right, on your trade plan is the time frame for the long. We're looking to push up into 10:07 this morning. There's 42, 43. Stops are separated. Okay, gotcha. Thank you. There's 44, 45. Thank you, Kareem. Okay, there's 45. We got to get up through that 45, 46. Huge iceberg here at 45 now. Huge iceberg order at 45. We keep slamming into it. You've got big orders above that. Huge iceberg order at 45. Come on, get through the triple top that is 45. Push your way through it. We should be able to get through it good. All the way up to 49. All right, let's bring the trailing stop up to 34 here for now. Looking to get to 69. Looking to get to 69. I'm going to add one more at 56 for the final 13 ticks. Add one more at 56 here. Bring that trail stop back to 30 for now. Trail stop back to 30. We got into that area, got rejected. We still have a huge number of orders. Well, we'll see here. We got rejected out of that 49 in a big way. Not over yet. Now you've got another big stack at 43 up there. Those orders at 49 and 50, though, are gone. All of those orders at 49 and 50 are gone. Let's see if we can get through 43 here. 69 is your target. There's 42. Fight you. Okay, now there's big orders again at 50. Big orders at 43 and big orders at 50. All right, you've got a minute 33 left on this bar. You'd like this bar, again, if you're looking to close inside. Okay, the previous bar closed right on top of its 75% mark. You'd like this bar to do the same, and you'd like to close above the high up here at 46, somewhere above that high at 46. Get through 44, 45. We're going to look to go to 69 here. $185, there's 43, 44, 55 seconds left here. I'd like to close above this previous high of 45. So 46 or higher would be good here. Now we are continuing to close above the revision signal here at 39. There's that. Remember, I told you short at 48. I was looking short earlier at 48. I do have a level around that area on your beta support and resistance. A big, heavy area actually right up in this area here. And then we're clear all the way up to that 69 level, but it's got to get through. In fact, you got to close 49 or higher. This is that beta support resistance stuff I was telling you about, and there is a thick patch of levels right here, which is why we are running into resistance up here. So we'll see. We did not close above 45, which I wanted to do, 46 or higher. I think we're going to make it up to 69, given the fact that we are way up here now. You know, when you start looking at this from again, as we talk about, from step to step to step, right? You're in a nice step here. We'll see. This is the next step in the ladder, is to take you up to 69. 56 is the add spot. We'll try to carry it on up to 69, which is where your target is. $175 limit orders short up there at 50. So if we could continue to stay above 40, that's a good thing. That's where your revision signal is on your market maker levels. So we need to stay above 39.40. Otherwise, we may roll out to 07, unfortunately. But we'll see. Still have some orders coming in at 40 underneath it here. Triple bottom at 39 on the 5 minute. One minute, you mean? Yeah, no problem. I understand. I see. I got you. I'd like to close a 1 minute here above 45. Right? I'd like to close a 1 minute above 45. That's where you've got a top up here. We haven't really been able to get through 45 with any real energy. We just hit 45 again. 180 limit order short at 50 right now. Is this going to let me stay in long enough to get all the way up through it? That is the question du jour at the moment. $181 limit order short at 50. 180 limit order short at 50. That's where the big pressure point is at the moment. So it's going to be one of those that if we pop 50, will probably put me in at 56 really quick. And then what I'd like to do is have it just go ahead and take me all the way to 69 up there. 205 now, limit order short up there at 49. Yeah, this is not a good sign. That is not a good sign that we broke that level, but we'll see. So you want to stay above the revision signal here. And again, this is your market maker level. So when you get above the revision and start continuously closing above the revision, which is what we're trying to do, which is at 38 here, then that should take you on up into the revision target, which is up there at 69. Okay, so 38 to 69, that is revision signal to revision target on your market maker levels. That is the expected finishing point on the move off the market maker levels, as well as the move here from your support and resistance levels as well, step to step as we call it, the steps up the chart. And it may be in the next 11 minutes. We should start picking up the pace here into just after the open at 10:07. We should pick up the pace to the long side here. And then the target is up there at 69. Come on, get up through 44, 45. We just got to 44. We got to get up through that 45 level. 160. Limit orders short right now at 50. So the orders are backing off a little bit. The orders are backing off from the 50 level just slightly. But there is some wood to chop up through 45 here. There is some wood to chop up through 45. Come on. All right, again, I'm expecting us to start to pick up the pace here coming into the close. 10:07 is the next time frame short, so we should be good on this long until 10:07, and hopefully that will take us all the way home. Hopefully that will take us all the way home. And I'm referring to 10:07. Here is your trade plan, right? There's your 10:07. Okay, there's 45 again. Let's see if we can get up through it. 45, 46. There, it's good. Get through it. Come on, get up through 46, 47. Keep slamming into 46. All right, 69 is your target. We got to 47, 177. Limit order short at 50, trying to keep the lid on it. I'm going to get some water. A watched pot never boils. I'm going to get some water. I'll be right back. Okay, come on. Need to get through that top up there at 7. At the 47 level. Need to get to that top up there at 47. And then on up through the 50 where there are 158 limit orders short. Up there at 50, at 60, 50. Protecting the high now. Okay, there's 47. We had 99. You have 103 at 55. Limit order short. You have an iceberg at 47 now. A very large iceberg at 47. Bring this now to 34 on the trail stop. Break even plus 5. We're going to get a little something out of this if we can't get through 47 and then 50. The iceberg at 47's gone. There's 47, 48. Come on. Pop the lid on it here. Let's pop the lid. There's 50, 51. That's a good sign. There's 54. Okay, I'm going to add one at 56. And the trail stop. Let's bring that trail stop back here just a little bit. We're going to bring it to break even plus 10 on 3 to 39. Come on, finish it here. Range high, projected range high at 53 up here. That's my projection, my calculation for where I thought the high on the day might end up being. I don't know if that's going to be the case or not here. Hopefully not, as we are looking for basically 15 more ticks to get us up through it. 107 limit orders at 55 short right now. We're going to try to carry this whole thing up to 69. That's the target. 69 is your target. And we'd look to add that fourth one in here and see if we can't ride it home on that fourth and final contract. You do have 112 limit order short at 60. Come on, get on up through it here. Boy, I'd love to close a 5-minute bar above this high up here, 49. I'd love to close a bar on the 5-minute in the next minute 20, 50 or higher. 110 limit order short at 55. 110 limit order short at 55. Come on, fight your way up through it here. You got 1 minute left to close at 49 or higher here. Do not fail out of this zone here. There's 51 again. Get up through it. Fight your way through it here. Come on, push your way up through it. Boy, that'd be awesome if we could get to our target here, says Captain Obvious. Yes, it would be obvious. I mean, it would be great, Jason. Yes. 63 limit order short at 50, another 80 short at 53 up here. And then you've got some orders stacked up above you. I do think we're going to make it to that next step at 69. We'll see. I would like to close here at above 59. We closed on top of that previous high, which is okay. That is gaining acceptance at that high, which is good. So we closed above the 50% mark on this previous bar on the 5-minute chart. I would have liked to have closed at 50 or higher. That's the 3/4 mark, but this is still okay. You do have some orders up here trying to keep the lid on it at 55 and then 60. Push through it. 55 and then 56 and then 60. You do have some orders stacked up here. You know what? Scratch the ad at 56. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to try to carry these three on up. Scratch the ad at 56. I'm just going to scratch that ad point. What I don't want to do is have it, there's just so many orders up here. We do have a 70.5 up there on the 60-minute chart at 60. You would still be easily within the tolerances at 69 up there of that 70.5, but it could bounce, and then that would just screw up the average entry price, and I'm just going to leave it like it is. So basically, we would go 29 to 69 would be 40 ticks per contract, or 120 tick move, and we'd be happy with that. I would be plenty happy with that. And if we can get up through 54, 55 here, that's the projected range high. We can't quite get through that yet. That was my projected range high on the day. I do think we'll get through it, but we'll see. Target up there at 69. And you've got top of the hour here in 3 minutes. See if we can carry it in see if the top of the hour get us that move. There's 57, 58. 150 limit order short at 60 right now. Let's bring 39 up to 44 on the trail stop. 39 up to 44 on the trail stop here. See if we can stay above 50. And see if we can get a close here in 2.5 minutes above that 53. It feels like it wants to get to that 69. Bring this down to 39 on the trail stop. I don't want to get tagged out before the top of the hour here. We should get some bounce at the top. We should get some energy at the top of the hour. Yeah, you know what? Heck with it. 44 is the trail stop. 44. I have that 48 level that we talked about earlier. And, yeah, you know what? Yeah, boy, I'm back and forth here. You've got a minute 45. 39 is the trail stop. I just want to stay in until the top of the hour. See if we can get that push at the top of the hour here. See if we can get the push at the top of the hour. 112 limit order short right now at 60. That is providing. Now back to 44 on the trail stop. Now back to 44 on the trail stop. I know I'm pulling you around here a little bit, but it's just the way it is. 58, I'd like to close and get above, actually, that previous high there of 54. Close 54 higher. You know what? 39. Sorry, 39 on the trail stop. 39. I'm going to try to make it to the top of the hour here. Let's see if we can get into 69. There's 55, 56. $120 limit order short at 60 right now. Top of the hour in 40 seconds here. Let's see if the top of the hour gives us what we need. 44 now is the trail stop. 44 is the trail stop. It's either going to go or it's not. It's either going to go or it isn't here. There's 55, 56, 20 seconds left here. 123 limit order short at 60. Get through 56, 57. Let's go. 127 limit order short at 60. All right, here's the top of the hour. There's your 60. There's 67. Come on, there's 68. Don't stop there. All right, let's tighten this stop up very tightly here to 59 here. Okay, target hit. Good. Target hit. It is always very nice to be able to hit that target like we did today up there at the 69 level. So one more trading day this week. Then we do have the Memorial Day holiday on Monday the 25th. There will be no trading on that day, but we will definitely get back at it on Tuesday of next week on May 26th. So again, one more trading day in here tomorrow, and then we'll take a 3-day weekend here and get back at it at the beginning of next week. So again, as always, I want to say thank you for spending time watching and participating here with the information that we provide here at the Oil Trading Group. And until tomorrow, I want to wish you good luck and good trading.